G'day chaps. Now I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about an upcoming space survival game that looks absolutely amazing, graphics wise anyway. It's called Adrift, and aside from having a rather strange name in there with a 1 in the title, it looks pretty interesting. I'm intrigued. I'll just give you a little bit of background, the stuff that I've found out about it. There isn't all that much. No one seems to have really reviewed it yet, but I'll read what I can. This is from Steam. Adrift is the story of an astronaut who wakes up floating silently in space among the debris of a destroyed space station. The only survivor of a catastrophic event, left with no memory, critically damaged EVA suit, leaking oxygen, and no way home. So this is a single-player game. It's non-violent, and it's all played from a first-person view. The idea is that you have to A, survive, and then B, try to find your way back home, and there will be various puzzles around how to do this. The name of your character in the game is going to be Commander Alex Oshima. You can float and move in any direction throughout the environment. This obviously it takes place in zero gravity. There have been similarities made with Gravity, the film, but the developers say that they came up with the idea for this game before Gravity was actually released. From what else I can see, there are 5 areas that they'll have to move through, and be a series of puzzles. I imagine they'll get more difficult as you progress, and that's really it. I mean, there seem to be some people tried it at E3. I'm looking through some reviews. It seems like they just played it for a very short time at E3. They died very, very quickly, so they found it quite frustrating. But they didn't say it was bad. They also didn't say they enjoyed it, but it's also not supposed to be enjoyable as such. It's actually supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be almost horror. So in terms of atmosphere, maybe it is more like Gravity. I'm not going to talk too much longer, but I will take you through a little bit of the development, the team and who made it and why. It seems kind of quite interesting. It's actually a guy called Adam Orth seems to have come up with the idea for the game. He was working at Microsoft and then quit in amidst massive complaints because he wasn't happy around Xbox One having to be connected to the net to operate, and then he said he came up with this game as a kind of a metaphor for struggle and coming through struggle, and yeah, it's an experiential game, and he approached his former colleague, someone called Omar Aziz, who also worked at Microsoft, and they then founded the development studio 310 and came up with Adrift. They said they had got tired of first-person shooters, and they wanted to do something a little bit different, so they really went for an experience. Now, let's bear in mind, this is a single-player game. We don't know yet if it is pure survival or if it's going to have sort of story elements to it. It does not seem to be like Firewatch, so this whole narration and the audio side of storytelling is not really going to be there. It does seem very much like it's just you in space, so it's a bit more like The Long Dark, I suppose, in space, where it's really just you trying to survive and finding what you can and figuring out what to do. And that's it. I just thought you'd enjoy a little look at the game and some of the footage. It looks pretty interesting to me. This comes out I'm recording this on the 20th of March. This comes out in a week over the Easter weekend, and I will be watching it closely to see what people say about it. I'm really looking forward to this. Might even try it myself. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.